Most Americans oppose building a mosque near Ground Zero, but the liberal media think it's a great idea. They're pushing a left-wing agenda and calling it news. It's time the liberal media tell the truth. Go to tellthetruth2010.org and join the fight.
Good afternoon. It's Wednesday, October 27th, 2010. I'm Eric Scheiner with Right Now on CNSNews.com. Here's a look at some of the stories we have for you today. It's time for some food for thought, or rather, some thoughts on food. First Lady Michelle Obama is calling on Congress for funds to fight food deserts. The theory is this: American children are growing fat on junk food because their parents cannot get to a supermarket to buy fruits and vegetables without undergoing the hardship of boarding a bus or riding a taxi.
With a modest initial investment of about $400 million a year, we're going to use that money to leverage hundreds of millions of more from private and nonprofit sectors to bring grocery stores and other healthy food retailers to underserved communities all across this country.
$400 million. That's a lot of green to plant in the food desert. But are there food deserts? A federal study, Access to Affordable and Nutritious Food, Measuring and Understanding Food Deserts and Their Consequences, was published in June of 2009. The report demonstrates that in America, the median distance to the nearest supermarket is under a mile. And that's just part of the report. Feast on the bounty of information by reading Editor-in-Chief Terry Jeffrey's piece. Now, speaking of reading, it would seem that President Obama has been reading the Declaration of Independence, reinserting the word creator after coming under some criticism for omitting it previously. But should anything be read into that?
I wouldn't read anything into it, much as I didn't read anything into it when on a couple of the speeches in this trip, somehow the Slurpee got dropped.
Gibbs did not say whether press reports about the omission prompted Obama to start using the term. You can check out Fred Lucas's article for the complete details. Now, one thing the president hasn't omitted is the descriptive words big and messy.
And this is a big, messy democracy, and so people get in arguments and folks push back.
As the president stumping for Democrats in the Northwest on October 20th, and it's not the only time he uses those words to describe democracy. Penny Starr has the details in her story. Well, despite all this mess, it's time for us to wrap things up cleanly, but we encourage you to click around and get informed right now on CNSNews.com.